Hello friends, I am Lakshman. You are watching Learn Programming by Lucky Sir YouTube channel. In this video, I am sharing Spring interview questions for experienced candidates. In my previous video, I have already uploaded some frequently asked Hibernate interview questions for freshers and experienced candidates. So in this video, I am sharing some Spring interview questions for experienced developers. The first question is, what is JDBC abstraction and a DO module? To keep database code clean and simple, we use JDBC abstraction and DO module, and also prevent problems that result from a failure to close database resources. It also makes use of Spring's AOP module to provide transaction management services for objects in a Spring application. The second question is, how do you provide configuration metadata to the Spring container? There are three important methods to provide configuration metadata to the Spring container. They are, you can say like this, XML based configuration file, or annotation based configuration, or Java based configuration. The third question is, define auto wiring. Auto wiring is used to build relationship between the collaborating beans. Spring container can automatically resolve collaborators for beans. There are annotation auto wire provides more fine-grained control over where and how auto wiring should be accomplished. This annotation can be used to auto wire bean on the setter method, just like annotation symbol using annotation symbol or required annotation constructor, a property or method with the arbitrary names and or multiple arguments. The fourth question is, what are the advantages of Spring AOP? The advantages of Spring AOP are, it increases the modularity and the key unit is aspect. The second advantage is, AOP breaks the foreground logic into distinct parts. The third advantage is, it provides the pluggable way to dynamically add the additional concern before, after, or around the actual logic. The fifth question is, what is auto proxying? Auto proxying is used to create proxy automatically for the Spring users. It provides following two classes to support this automatic proxy creation. There are different types of auto proxying. They are bean name auto proxy creator, default advisor auto proxy creator, metadata auto proxying. The sixth question is, what is DAO in Spring? DAO is used to provide integration of Java database connectivity and object relational mapping objects. DAO is a Spring framework, provides connection for JDBC, Hibernate, JDO, JPA, Common Client Interface and Oracle. The database code can be kept clean and simple by using the DAO module. Also, DAO module utilizes the AOP module to enable objects in the Spring application to use transaction management services. The next question is, what are the ways to access Hibernate by using Spring? There are two ways to access Hibernate with Spring. They are, the first one is inversion of control with a Hibernate template and callback. The second one is extending Hibernate DAO support and applying an AOP interceptor node. The next question is, how can we integrate Spring and Hibernate using Hibernate DAO support? Using Spring session factory called local session factory. The integration process is three steps. They are, the first one, configure the Hibernate session factory. Second step, extend a DAO implementation from Hibernate DAO support. The third one, wire in transaction support with AOP. The ninth question is, what are the benefits of the Spring framework's transaction management? There are mainly three types of benefits. They are It integrates very well with Spring's various data access abstraction. The second one is it provides a consistent programming model across different transaction APIs such as JDBC, JPA, Hibernate and JDO. The third one is it supports declarative transaction management. The 10th question is how many types of transaction management Spring support? Spring supports two types of transaction management. They are, first one is programmatic transaction management. This means that you have managed the transaction with the help of programming. That gives you extreme flexibility, but it is difficult to maintain. The second advantage is declarative transaction management. This means you separate transaction management from the business code. You only use annotations or XML based configuration to manage the transactions. The 11th question is singleton beans are thread safe in Spring framework? Answer is no. Singleton beans are not thread safe in Spring framework. The 12th question is can you inject null and empty string values in Spring? Answer is yes, you can. The 13th question is what is web module? The Spring web module is built on the application context module, providing a context that is appropriate for web-based applications. This module also contains support for several web-oriented tasks such as transparently handling multi-part requests for file uploads and programmatic binding of request parameters to your business objects. It also contains integration support with Jakarta struts. The 14th question is what is cross-cutting concern and concern in Spring AOP? Cross-cutting concern means it is a concern which is applicable throughout the application and it affects the entire application. For example, security, logging and data transfer are the concerns which are needed in almost every module of application. Concern means it is a behavior that we want to have in a module of an application. Issues in which we are interested define our concern. The last one and final one, 15th question is what is the difference between singleton and a prototype bean? Single bean definition to a single object instance for Spring IOC container. Single bean definition to any number of object instance for Spring IOC container. So that's all about few of the very frequently asked Spring interview questions for experienced developers. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Learn Programming by Kishore and share to your friends also. Thank you for the visit.